Well, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to Kitchen Table TCG, a late night video as promised. The last box in a Sorcery Contested Realm alpha case. We opened 5 of these boxes earlier today on a live stream where I was interrupted by my kids waking up from their nap. We pulled some absolutely crazy cards, all of which will be available at gamegrove.gg as singles. We hit a whole slew of unique sites. We hit the Ruler of Thule, we hit 2 cores, we hit a foil Color Out of Space, and then in the last box we hit a foil Enchantress, a foil Violent, foil unique sites, a Captain Bad, and another foil Avatar, as well as just a Death Dealer. We hit more sites. It has been an incredible opening, so go check out that video if you're looking for crazy pulls and excitement. Hopefully today in this video you also have some more crazy pulls and excitement, but yeah, open up another case for singles for the singles store over at gamegrove.gg. The idea here is I get to open lots of boxes. Hopefully we hit some crazy stuff. This has got to be into like close to 60-70 boxes I've opened. We have not hit any curio, we have not hit any foil stone, but we have had a lot of fun together, which is the goal. So if you were watching earlier, thank you so much for hanging out with me on an impromptu stream. If you missed out on that stream, hit the subscribe button, hit the follow button, hit that little arrow, that that little bell that lets you know when I go live, because we had a lot of fun today at a lunchtime stream, hanging out, opening packs. So it has been a lot of fun to see what people are ordering, and the market has shifted quite, I wouldn't say it's shifted quite a bit. It has shifted in a lot of ways. Most of the orders right now have been people building decks, it seems. The higher end collectors. Oh my gosh, another ruler off the bat. This case has been insane. That is the second Ruler of Thule in the case. Another Frank Frazetta artwork. If you did not know this, the Frank Frazetta artwork in this set will all be replaced with different artwork of the same card in beta. So beta will not have the Frank Frazetta Ruler of Thule. It'll be a different card. Anna Jihad, that is a great card too. We are in the thick of it here with some good unique pulls right off the bat. You guys know though, I don't like hitting the good stuff right off the bat. I like to kind of slowly ease into it towards that left side of the box, but we are sitting pretty on a good start. Let's hopefully it keeps up here. Pathfinder, I can't even talk. Every pack is a hit. There's a Pathfinder. That's the second Pathfinder of the case too. That is actually the only unique avatar in the box in the set. So yeah, a lot of fun, fun to open, but it's really interesting to see a lot of people building decks right now. And even though a lot of people are waiting for beta, and that's a popular thing that I hear, it does seem like a good chunk of people are actually building decks as well and hopping in and doing some gameplay and checking it out. Oh my gosh, we got a foil Crusade. The artwork matches up right there. Check that out. They're fighting. Holy moly, a unique foil and 3 uniques right off the bat. We're hitting all the good stuff. I'm actually gonna go ahead and sleeve that while we're doing the video because I want to make sure that stays real nice. I might need that still for my set. A foil Crusade. I don't think I've seen the back of that in foil, or non-foil on the back. They have the dual-sided art. What a box already. It's hard to chat because of all the hits, because this case has been astonishing. It has been such a good case, and box prices are dipping right now, down to like the 750 to 800 range. eBay maybe at 850, that kind of range. So box prices going down. It's interesting to see that. Still no curio. Interesting to see box prices going down, but man, I think demand for singles has still been pretty good. I just think the demand's shifted away from maybe exactly the higher end stuff to more of like the more elites, the more middle of the road stuff, as people are just building decks and having fun with the game. So really cool to see that. Probably encouraging to see that. Bone Rattle, that one over. This is cool artwork. encouraging to see that. And you know, we'll see what happens next in this wild world. Sorcery just had Gen Con too, and they were, you know, sold out of all the events, which is, you know, I think it would have been nice for more people to be able to see it, but it's cool that they did have such the demand that they are sold out of all their events. It'd be really cool to see next year's Gen Con. Beta will be out, cards will be way more, you know, available for people to learn and to hop in and play. And a Gen Con type thing at that point, I think will be really cool to see them have like a big booth and that kind of stuff, where they actually have product that they can sell and get to people and really teach people the game in a significant way. But it's pretty cool to see and hear people excited who got to play in the events and have so much fun coming back from that. A Sky Baron. We're going to work on some more gameplay footage. I know I keep talking about that. We've been so busy with all the other game releases here at Game Grove, but we will get to it hopefully the next week or two. Sit down and play some more games and provide that to you, because that's a lot of fun. We might not be the best at playing, but it is a lot of fun. Another Vile Imp. We had a ton of Vile Imps in this case. There's been some new curios found too. There's a bridge troll curio that's going around, and the back of the card actually says curio, so that's super interesting to see all these different cards kind of floating around and popping out. East-West Dragon. But we still haven't pulled one here on the channel, and the goal is to become an official content creator by pulling something crazy. That's the first third of the box. So far, a Foil Crusade and a Ruler of Thule and a Pathfinder. That's a good start before we get into the thick of stuff. That's still a very, very good start. Highland Falconer, one of my favorite cards. Genesis, you get to search your hand in Spellbook for a beast with Airborne. That's a really good, and you still, for 2 costs, you still get a 1 power creature that then you get to search and put it onto the battlefield. Very, very strong. Ordinary. That's an elite, sorry. Very, very strong card. I was reading the word ordinary. Very strong card and very fun to play. That Genesis ability, put that in the Death Speaker avatar deck, and you get to trigger that from the graveyard too, which is so much fun. An East-West Dragon and another Vile Imp. This case has been loaded with Vile Imps, which is, and again, a card that will get different artwork in beta. So a lot of people picking that up, knowing that it's a, you know, artless, reserve list type thing on the art, which is kind of cool. I like that when games do that, where you're like, you know that this card will be reprinted for the players and all that kind of stuff, but for the collectors, there's like a reserved list artwork. I think that's cool. I think more games should do more of that. Just adds value to what you're getting, and then also gets people excited for the next printing and the next artwork. Like I'm excited to see what Vile Imp looks like when it's not Frank Frazetta. Immolation, really cool. Love that artwork by Brian Smith. Problem, it's hard to figure out who my favorite artist is in this game. Brian Smith definitely has, in my opinion, maybe other than Ian Miller's stuff, like the most unique artwork in the game. Mother Nature, speaking of uniques, Mother Nature there, given birth to a bunch of minions. There we go. All right, that's 5 uniques already in this box. We're not even halfway through yet. The back half, see, the back half of the box is going to be a little boring then. Although a lot of our foils will be there, so maybe even our foil Philosopher's Stone. That would be nice. Oh, a River of Fire. Man, I don't see this card very often. Absolutely love it. Love the mechanics here where the sight becomes a spellcaster. Really, really like the mechanics. The way this game utilizes both decks and the board state and maximizes the mechanics it can have is really cool. This is where I think, like, gameplay wise, there's still so much to unpeel. And, you know, 1 set a year, there's a lot of criticism, even, you know, from this channel on the 1 set a year thing. But there is so much you can open up with this game that another Violent, man, it's crazy. There's so much that you can open up with this game and do different things, and the mechanics of the board state and the 2 different decks and all the different, you know, ways that you can interact with those really, in my opinion, opens up the floodgates on deck building. And I think it'll take a long time for people to figure out exactly how to break open things. You know, now when a new set comes out, it'll probably be easier because we've had the time to figure out the current set and we've figured out a lot of the way that the game is created. But from a, you know, standpoint of what we got here, Midnight Rogue. Sorry, I got distracted by the foil. Gorgeous card. From a standpoint of, you know, learning a game and figuring out exactly how to build decks and stuff, I think there's a lot of room for the community to grow, and it's going to take time for us all to figure out exactly how to do it in the most efficient ways of playing the game, just because it's such a wide game with so many different unique things that we're not necessarily always used to in just like a flat back and forth board game or back and forth TCG like Magic. But I digress. As we get a Polar Explorers, I like the Polar Bears. They get to go from top to bottom. It's an ordinary. We do have ordinary play sets available on the website, and some deck lists too that utilize just ordinaries, and that's been a lot of fun to use in our learn to play events. Even if you don't end up buying you know, the ordinary play sets from us, pick up those deck lists and use your own cards and use that as a way to teach people how to play. It's been a lot of fun. We built them into these like dual deck type things where they're supposed to be played against each other, and they kind of mimic each other a little bit. And I was a huge fan of Magic's dual decks back in the day. They're our first dual sight of the box and a flame wave. And so to pick those up and do those, it's a great way to learn how to play the game. I think it's a really good opportunity, if you don't want to spend a lot of money on the cards, if you already have a bunch of them, to actually learn how to play. And that's going to be super important, because I think, man, the game is so much fun. And everybody who I've taught, mostly with those decks, everybody who I've taught has just had so much fun with the mechanics and with playing. So check that out if you haven't yet. GameGrove.gg/sorcery, or just go to GameGrove.gg and click on the Sorcery singles button or the actual product page. But anyway, other things that's going on, we're going to talk about on the podcast, but I did a video a couple weeks ago about BGS opening up, because there was a bunch of cards popping up in the marketplace, BGS graded. And so, you know, a lot of people excited about that. So I did a video about BGS opening up grading, and it turns out they are sending cards back to people, probably myself included. I have not gotten my cards back, and not grading them, and basically saying it's not gradable. The cards, you know, that they aren't grading Sorcery. So it's kind of wild. We're still figuring out all the details on it. We talked about it a little bit on the podcast today. Mostly George making fun of me for saying grading was open, and it's not. But just so you know, if you sent cards in, be thinking about that. And if you are about to send cards in, I would not do it right now. I would not do it until they get that figured out, until we get more details from BGS or from Sorcery on when and, you know, how long it will take for cards to actually be graded. Look at this card, this Frost Nova. Gorgeous artwork. Camera's a little bright, but gorgeous artwork on an exceptional foil. All right, so we have one unique foil in this box already. It's been a pretty average box. Oh, we got a ruler too. It's been a good box. It has not been as good as the, oh, no way. As I'm speaking it, baby, a Philosopher's Stone. As I'm saying, the box hasn't been that good. We pulled an Aquamarine core, so we thought it may be coming. As we pull, and we are not complaining, but as we're saying the box might not be that good, we get a Philosopher's Stone. It's been a while since I pulled that. Woo! This case was so good. This case, I was so worried about this case. And it was so good, because the goal again is to just keep opening boxes on the channel. So every time I spend money, I'm like, oh, is this the last time I'll be able to spend money? And then, and then an Onyx core next pack? Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. So we got the Ruby, Onyx. We just haven't gotten the Amethyst core in this case. Holy moly. What an absolute crazy case, an absolute crazy box, Unlikely Alliance, and Elite foil there. Absolutely crazy box that you're seeing, and then go watch that other video from today of the live stream, because we had similar stuff happen. It was just a crazy opening. This whole case has been, it's been nuts. Puppet Master Elite with a foil in the back here. Oh my gosh, it was an absolutely crazy case. Extinguish, really cool artwork. That and the Boyle artwork are just so cool. All this stuff's gonna end up on the website. I'm pretty much done. The foils, a couple of the foils I'll need. My own set, I've got plenty. I've got decks built. So if you see a non-foil single, it will certainly be up on the website tonight. But by tomorrow morning it'll be up. A foil, even most of the foils, I'm getting close. Not close. I got like 80 foils I think left to get for my set. But Cauldron Crones, cool card there. Again, the artwork is just so good. Whew. What a box, man. Onyx Core, Ruler of Thule, Philosopher's Stone, Pathfinder, and we still have more in this box. We still got more. Purge Juggernaut. Oh man, we got to keep opening until we get to a foil Drown. That's always a card that sells real fast. Everybody likes that artwork. I get it. The artwork's gorgeous. The goal is to keep opening until we pull a Philosopher's Stone or a Curio. Like, that's the goal here. That's the real goal. Is, we talk about I haven't pulled a Curio. The real Curio. This is the second time we've gotten duplicate back-to-back Purge Juggernauts in the case. The real Curio for me has been opening the product and enjoying and hanging out with you all and seeing the comments and people excited about the game. For me, that's been the real win, is being able to make content for something that I just absolutely love. Royal Bodyguard, 1 pack left, everyone. This has been crazy. This has been so crazy. Last pack. Let's see what we get in the close. Can we accomplish the foil Philosopher's Stone or the Curio in the close here? No, just a Polar Explorers in the regular slot. I don't see any foils, but we'll see if we get to a Curio or anything here in the close. It doesn't look like it, but we don't really need it, because that was an incredible Pathfinder, which is always good. Onyx Core, Philosopher's Stone, Ruler of Thule. I mean, those 4 cards are just absolutely crazy in of itself. But then we also hit this foil Crusade, a foil unique there, which is super cool. What a box opening. What a case. This case was, this case worked. Not all the cases work. Not every box is like this, everyone. Trust me. You've seen some bad ones on the channel. Be careful out there. But it is so much fun to open. And right now, man, there's still a lot of demand for singles. There's still a lot of people interested in this game and picking it up. Have fun out there. Be kind to the people around you. If you're looking for singles, go to gamegrove.gg. I'll leave a comment in the comment section and pin it there. Thank you so much for watching the videos and allowing me the experience of opening up all these fun, crazy things. And I hope we get to just keep doing it again. We'll probably stream. We might be streaming Thursday night. I think Thursday night we might be streaming another case. We'll see if it comes in or not. But we might be streaming again tomorrow night. So hang out, be here, have yourselves a great day, be kind to the people around you, and we'll see you again next video.